We have been reflecting on the fact that as a global family, we are facing a serious crisis of survival. We also know that our human nature has to develop. It has to make another quantum leap in its evolution, in our evolutionary history. And we've looked at the possible directions in which that leap could be taken. Convinced that we do have a choice as to which direction we will go. We looked at 6 possible different directions, and now we're going to look in more detail at the last one. This is the direction that says the only way forward, the only way to a life of peace and integrity for the whole human family is for us to develop, as fully as we possibly can, the capacity we have for becoming aware of reality at an entirely different level of experience. We need to develop our capacity for a new mode of consciousness, sometimes called spiritual consciousness, sometimes called mystical consciousness. Spiritual consciousness because we have to become aware of the reality that is not material, that is mystery, that we have for so many centuries called God or Brahman or Allah. This great mystery that is life. We have to become fully aware of this and develop our human capacity to do this. This means that we need to look now in much greater detail what we mean by consciousness, by awareness, social, psychological, physical consciousness. The struggle we've had all our lives to develop alternative ways of consciousness, to extend these capacities. And now to say, yes, but there is more. We can develop an innate capacity for another mode of awareness of reality, of life. But will we do it? That is the big question before us, because the security of our quantum leap depends on the wisdom of that choice. Too long, too short.
It was perfect. Here we go.
We have been reflecting on the fact that as a global family, we have reached a point of crisis of survival. And we also know that in the evolutionary process, we have reached another quantum leap. Humanity has to develop again. We have to move forward. But which way will we develop? We've been looking at least 6 alternatives. And now we want to look in greater detail at the last of these. We need to look at our capacity to experience reality from an entirely different mode of consciousness. We need to look at what we mean by consciousness. It's still a mystery both to science and to philosophy. But we know that we are aware, and we know the different levels of physical and psychological awareness. But is there more? All through the history of humanity, we have felt there must be more. Something, not just an extension of this level of consciousness, but a mode that is utterly different. And yes, there is. Now, how do we develop this mode of consciousness of non-reality, of spirit, the word we've used for centuries? Spirit to spirit consciousness. Can we do it? How will we do it? That is the point of reflection now.